Please be seated. Bring some oil with us tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, all of you gathered here this evening. Welcome to USAO's Spring 2014 Commencement. It has been a glorious day, action-packed. Earlier today we dedicated the bronze Teota statue, which stands 13 feet tall, and I can see her from here, on the basis of a very generous gift to the college from Nan and John Willett from Houston, Texas. Teota was a 1919 graduate of this college, a Chickasaw Indian who went on to international fame as a Native American actress and performer and storyteller, and as you may have seen as you came in, this auditorium is also named in her honor. But welcome to all, especially to you graduating seniors and to families and friends. The spring commencement includes a double dose of celebration. The numbers of graduates require dividing this wonderful event into two parts, a 6 p.m. get her done and an 8 p.m. get her done. My thanks to Dr. Dan Hansen, USAO Professor of Music, for our processional. It is my pleasure now to introduce our special music featuring Mr. Oscar Hernandez, music major from Chickasha, accompanied by Miss Renata Finch, music faculty adjunct. And before they come up, I want to make one note on Renata. She has served as an accompanist for the music department for the last seven years, also coordinator of USAO's Festival of Arts and Ideas. She is retiring from this job to pursue other interests and priorities, and our best wishes to this very, very talented individual. Oscar and Renata.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if we'll only stay true to our glorious quest, that our hearts will lie peaceful and calm when we're laid to our rest. And the world will be better for this, that one class scorned and covered with scars still strove with our last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable stars.
Wonderful. Mr. Hernandez, Ms. Finch. Before I introduce our special guest this evening who will address you, a few remarks about the college. There are 4 types of public higher education institutions in Oklahoma. 3 are designed to provide comprehensive access to virtually every Oklahoma student educational priority and need: urban and rural, undergraduate and graduate, vocational and professional. And these 3 types of schools include 12 2-year community colleges scattered around the state, 10 4-year regional universities around the state, and 2 research doctoral universities, 1 in Norman and 1 in Stillwater. All fine colleges and universities. All by itself, though, USAO is the 4th type of institution. Other than the University of Oklahoma and Oklahoma State University, USAO is the only other public school that has the mission to serve the entire state of Oklahoma. As a public liberal arts college, it is specifically designed to offer only the baccalaureate degree. No 2-year degrees, no graduate degrees, no vocational degrees, no online courses, no branch campuses. As you came on this campus, as you came in this auditorium, as you depart this campus, we are what you see. It is not a school for everyone, nor should it be. There are plenty of other colleges and universities in Oklahoma, as I've indicated, designed to serve the needs of everyone. USAO rather is intended not to duplicate other Oklahoma colleges and universities. Rather, with the highest admission standards in the state, it focuses on the sciences and the arts, distinctively to offer bright and talented Oklahoma students affordable access to an exceptionally high-quality undergraduate education found almost entirely at elite, expensive, and mostly out-of-state institutions. USAO's distinctive status as part of Oklahoma's public system of colleges and universities is reflected in the fact that other than OU and OSU, it is the only other baccalaureate degree granting institution with its own independent governing board of regents. USAO's Board of Regents comes from across the state. Of course, there are regents on the board that represent the Chickasha community in the region, but they're also from Oklahoma City and Tulsa and Edmond and Sulphur, Oklahoma. The governing board includes attorneys, individuals with long experience in public service and civic engagement, CEOs, one from the largest food processing company in Oklahoma, one of the largest real estate firms in the world, a chemical engineer with Northrop Grumman Corporation, CEO of all the Chickasaw Nation's business operations, one of Oklahoma's largest legal firms. Why do these types of prominent people serve on the USAO Board of Regents? Because they believe in the need to provide a particular type of high-quality, rigorous undergraduate education that is financially out of reach to many high-performing students and their families. And because they believe that high-quality education does not require high cost. Because they believe that affordable, high-quality education must exist as part of our system of public higher education. And speaking of CEOs on the USAO board, I would conclude with this point. Take a look at the CEOs of Fortune 500 firms in the world. 25% of them, 25% of those CEOs come from schools like this one. Look at the top 1% of income earners in the United States. 30% of them come or have undergraduate degrees in the sciences and arts from colleges like this one. Your decision to attend USAO was a wise one. It is now my great pleasure to introduce a special guest and special speaker. She's a colleague of mine. She is a friend. She is a native of Nova Scotia with a fine arts degree from Dalhousie University in Halifax. She also has a master's degree from Boston University. She has a distinguished career in public and civic service and board and volunteer involvement. She has managed myriad activities and projects for the City of Tulsa with the Family Violence Council, oversight of law enforcement block grants, oversight of clean air grants, as well as Head Start programs. She served in the Tulsa Mayor's office for a number of years as a special assistant responsible, among other duties, for supervising board and commission appointments. She has extensive experience in special contract management with the Oklahoma Department of Commerce, the University of Oklahoma, and other public-private partnerships. She has served as executive director of Tulsa's fabulous Gilcrease Museum. In addition to serving as a political consultant, she has a distinguished record, past and present, of volunteer service on the boards of the Tulsa Opera Street School, Oklahoma Foundation for the Humanities, the Tulsa YWCA, Nimrod, Planned Parenthood, Trinity Episcopal Church, River Park Authority, Tulsa Community Service Council, Women's Federation of Oklahoma, Tulsa Community Hospital Authority, Oklahoma Department of Health, and the Oklahoma Arts Council. She's married with 3 sons. Will you please help me welcome a member of the USAO Governing Board of Regents, and this year, Chair of the USAO Board, Ms. Hillary Kitts.
I'm delighted to join all of you on this festive and joyous occasion. I represented USAO recently at a conference about the challenges facing higher education, and I came away encouraged and a little bit smug. There's plenty of emphasis right now on the need for more STEM graduates, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And we've been told that the United States trails other countries in the number of STEM graduates. But the new buzzword is STEAM. That's STEM with the arts. The speakers I heard explained that many of the analytic aspects of jobs requiring just STEM skills are in fact being outsourced to countries with an abundance of STEM graduates. The United States has really become a leader in the world because of its entrepreneurship, its innovation, and for those specific skills, we have to add the knowledge from liberal arts courses to those STEM degrees. Specifically, the research shows that the needed traits are communication skills, ability to work in a team, and problem solving. I am confident that each of you graduating with STEM degrees from USAO tonight has been exposed to each of these skills. Well done. I want to encourage the parents of students with degrees in traditional liberal arts areas. My undergraduate degree was in theater. When I graduated, I had no idea what I was going to do. It's been a surprise the whole way. My first job was sewing sails for sailboats. I returned, it's true, to university and got a master's in deaf education and taught the preschool deaf in the Caribbean. I still didn't know what I was going to do. Then I was lucky enough to stay home for a few years to raise my 3 sons, and I had done lots of volunteer work, so I was hired by the mayor's office when it came time to go back to work. It seemed that there was no immediate demand for my deep knowledge of Greek drama. So, representing city government, as Dr. Fever has said, I traveled nationwide and learned a lot. I served on a committee called the National Ambient Air Quality Study Group. That was 3 years of trying to tell the EPA what the ozone standard should be. I had done no science in college, but I had a liberal arts degree. See, it works. I did run the Family Violence Council. I oversaw Department of Justice grants. I learned an enormous amount, and almost every 6 months or so, I would open the door to my office and there would be another box and a note from the mayor saying, why don't you read this stuff and see what you can do? At the very end of her term, she's just the director of the museum, the Gilcrease Museum in Tulsa, resigned, and she actually walked in for that one and said, I'd like you to go up and run Gilcrease for a few months. So a liberal arts can really send you all over the place doing things you never thought you could do. I did spend the next 10 years running political campaigns, choosing pollsters, designing messages, hiring ground staff, approving TV buys. And then came my appointment to the USA Board of Regents, another huge surprise and a tremendous honor. So it is my delight to be here tonight representing all the regents to offer our congratulations. And it is my deep fundamental belief that my liberal arts education prepared me for this very moment. So let me say to all parents and graduates, my deepest congratulations. Good night.
I would ask that Dr. Dexter Marble, Vice President for Academic Affairs, please come forward to present the graduating class. Hillary, thank you so much.
Will the candidates for graduation please rise? President Fever, Regents of the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma, and ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma, I'm delighted to present the class of 2014. The USAO faculty have devoted their best attention to the members of this class. Graduates, if during your years here, the faculty have challenged you, have mentored you, have helped you achieve beyond your expectations, here is your chance to thank this brilliant faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to the dedication of the faculty mentors, the constant efforts of a talented staff, and most of all, their own substantial labors, these students have persevered in their studies and are now ready to receive baccalaureate degrees. They have demonstrated to the satisfaction of the faculty the hallmarks of educated people: to act creatively and passionately, to write and speak clearly, persuasively, and to think critically and rationally, to reason scientifically, to understand the richness of global perspectives, and to take their places as responsible citizens in our remarkable society. President Fever, on behalf of the faculty of this historic institution, I now present to you the graduating class of 2014 for the conferring of their degrees.
Thank you, Vice President Marble, acting with the authority invested in me by the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education and the USAO Board of Regents, and on the advice and consent of the USAO faculty. I now exercise this vested authority in conferring your degrees. Will graduating seniors please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Yuvia Abdullah. Graduating cum laude, Daniel Scott Bokemper. Graduating cum laude, Alexander Christian Boyd. Cassidy Lee Callahan. Megan Ray Castle. Brian Randall Coburn. Brandon Lauren Comer. Jennifer Dawn Covington. Olin Cox. Tiffany Brooke Crow. Russell George Cunningham. Graduating magna cum laude, Daniel Keith Edwards. Emily Lynn Estes. James Madison Harper III. Oscar Alejandro Hernandez. Robin Joy Hotchkiss. Graduating summa cum laude, Zachary James Quintero. Maggie Ann Wilson. Haley Elizabeth Hurt. Morgan Irene Knapp. Tyler Dale Lee. Mandy Michelle McRae. J.D. Dean Meyer. Stephanie Ariel Morris. Terry Lynn Morris. Crystal Michelle Newton. Skylar Diane Nichols. Amanda Marie Raymond. Sarah Nicole Reeves. Maddie Elizabeth Roberts. Blake Allen Taylor Nagelhout. Graduating cum laude, Megan Nicole Tiemann. Sarah Jean Townley. Graduating cum laude, Logan Thomas Wilsey. Kyle Wayne Yount. Lauren Marcella Casillas. Graduating cum laude, Joshua Alexander Cook. Chet Dwayne Everson. Jessica Ann Hartzell. Heather Marie Heck. Graduating cum laude, Kelsey Marie Millette. Graduating magna cum laude, Dominique Marie Midget. Christina Lynn Agustin. Lonnie Michelle Claiborne. Crean E. Dawson. Tracy Nicole Hooper. Eric William Carr. Alyssa Marie Lee. Graduating summa cum laude, Allison Marie McMahon. Taylor Page Morgan. Sarah Renee Ravel. Mindy Elaine Stone. Kathleen May Travis.
As part of our ceremony this evening, I would ask again the Vice President for Academic Affairs to announce several special recognitions. Dr. Marble.
Thank you, Dr. Fever. Ladies and gentlemen, we have special recognition for some graduates whose performance at USAO has been outstanding. As chosen by the faculty of the Division of Arts and Humanities, the outstanding graduate is Daniel Bokemper. He'd come to the stage. Division Chair Dr. Stephen Weber is tonight giving a concert in Budapest, Hungary. President Fever will present Daniel Bokemper his plaque. And, As chosen by the faculty of the Division of Social Sciences and Business, the outstanding graduate is Zachary Quintero. Please come to the stage. Division Chair Dr. Chris Walker will present his plaque. I would ask Mr. Quintero to remain on the stage. Mr. Quintero, stay right there. Okay. I would also ask Maggie Ann Wilson to come to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, goals of higher education are both to transmit what is already known and to discover what is yet to be known. Completion of a doctorate of philosophy, a PhD, in a particular field requires original research and presentation of the results of that research so as to advance the body of human understanding. Every one of our faculty who hold a PhD has written and defended a dissertation based upon original research. Those who complete requirements for a PhD are presented a garment known as a hood at their respective commencement exercises. At USAO, we've embarked upon a program of undergraduate research that is more extensive than anything we have seen at other undergraduate institutions. It consists of learning research methods across disciplines, of developing a research topic, completing the research, and presenting the results of that research in a variety of formats, both nationally and regionally. It requires at least 10 hours of academic work over the course of at least a year. At this ceremony tonight, we honor 2 graduates who have completed the research endorsement. Both presented their research well beyond an Oklahoma audience and received acclaim at their presentations. They will be presented with an undergraduate hood. First, Dr. Jennifer Long as advisor. Dr. Jennifer Long is a professor of economics, was the advisor to Zachary Quintero. Mr. Quintero presented a paper, an overview of universal basic income, discussion of the benefits of a single welfare standard at the Butler University Undergraduate Research Conference in Indianapolis. Congratulations, Mr. Quintero. And I would ask Dr. Zach Simpson to come forward. Maggie Wilson was advised by Dr. Zach Simpson, Assistant Professor of Philosophy and Religious Studies. Ms. Wilson presented a paper entitled Dualistic Opportunities, Feminine Beauty and the Agency of Women in the Hebrew Bible. at the Midwest Regional Meeting of the American Academy of Religion in St. Paul, Minnesota. Congratulations, Maggie Wilson. Thank you very much. You may be seated.
Well, to you graduating seniors, let me make an observation to you at this point about your status. You're no longer seniors. You're not even graduating. You're now hotshot baccalaureate degree holders. Oh boy. With degrees from a hotshot college too. With your baccalaureate degree, you join, and I make this point every time we have a commencement. Your baccalaureate degree in Oklahoma, it provides you entree to a rather exclusive class. Not much over 20% of the Oklahoma citizenry hold the bachelor's diploma. That's half of the national average, which is 40%. We really need to work not only in the numbers in that regard, but you need to understand the significance of your accomplishment and the value of that accomplishment. With your degree and the skills and the abilities that it represents, I ask each of you to emerge as one within the community in which you choose to work and live, to lead in the effort to improve not only your own lives, but that of your family and friends, but also to improve the quality of life for those who are your neighbors and citizens, fellow citizens of your community and beyond. As another early act in introducing you to your new status as a graduate and a degree holder, and now as an alum of this institution, and there are already digital tracking devices on each one of you at this point. To begin an extended conversation with you, I should like to call upon the Vice President of the USAO Alumni Association. The Alumni Association is nearly as old as the college, now going on 105 years. Representing the association tonight, the Vice President, she is a graduate of the Oklahoma College for Women. She is from Shakota, Oklahoma, and she would like to come and welcome you to your new status as alums, as well as to confer an honor. Will you please welcome Miss Bess Working.
This is truly a wonderful opportunity, an honor and privilege for me. I'm looking back and I'm thinking back. 56 years ago, May 18th, I graduated from this university. I'll just let you guess as to my age. Well, on behalf of the USAO Alumni Association, and in particular, our president, who is ill, and she sends greetings. We have been involved with the Oklahoma College for Women, the Oklahoma College for Liberal Arts, and the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma. And I welcome you here, and I welcome you as graduates. It's a good feeling, and it's one that's not going to ever be taken away from you. You always, some things may be, but not the fact that you have graduated and you're going on to great things. I would encourage you to not only think of this ceremony as an ending, but as a beginning. Your involvement with this college is not at an end. In fact, it's just a transition. Now you have the opportunity to give back to USAO, and you can do it in so many ways. Please don't become a stranger to us. We need you, the university needs you, the students need you here today, and in the future, they will need you. I must, at this time, tell you that we do encourage you, we do beg you, we do ask you to please not fail to be back on campus, not fail to be interested in what's going on, and not fail to become a member of the Alumni Association. I have the pleasure tonight to present the Alumni Distinguished Graduate Award. I was told that the committee had a very difficult time, and that as many students were well qualified for this award, it was particularly hard this time. Tonight's winner was named to Hypatia Honor Society, Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society, and received an undergraduate research endorsement. This individual has authored one and co-authored 2 published or presented works. This person is graduating summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Arts degree in economics and is a 2011 graduate of Yukon High School. In addition to the Distinguished Graduate Award, this person also received the Outstanding Graduate Award in the USAO Division of Business and Social Science. While at USAO, this person has coordinated and planned many community events and volunteers in several organizations. In a recommendation for this person, a faculty member said, "I would consider him to be a unique student who has combined service, work, and the highest level of scholarship during his time at USAO. I only wish I had more students like him." It is my honor and privilege to award tonight's winner to Graduate Award to Zachary Quintero.
Thank you, Bess. My hearty congratulations to the outstanding division graduates, to our research endorsement recipients, and to the distinguished graduate of the Alumni Association this evening. They're reflective of a student body that is producing very distinguished results and very distinguished products. My thanks to a student ushers this evening and student marshals. They are listed in your program. And to all of you, I extend an invitation to a reception in the ballroom. It will be at 9 o'clock, located on the second floor of the Student Center on Alabama Street at the north end of the campus, that way. As we close, I will ask that you join us in singing the college hymn. You will find it on the last page of your program. I ask that the audience remain in place following the college hymn until the stage party, faculty, and graduates have exited the auditorium. The recessional music will be performed tonight by James Harper, music major from Comanche. Assisting with the college hymn is Dr. Jan Hansen, professor of music and directing, Dr. Ken Bohannon, associate professor of music singing, Dr. Dan Hansen, professor of music on the keyboard. Will you please stand for the college hymn?